Hey there fellow creators, Ben here from Cinder Studios, and this week I've got a quick tip for all you acrylic, oil, watercolor, cross-platform, cross-media painters out there. Stick around. So I'm currently in the process of remaking the color map for my oil colors. Now, over the years I've really found that that's not necessarily replaced my acrylic painting with oils, but I've become a lot more comfortable with them. Now, one thing I'm finding in creating this new color map compared to this one that I made a couple of years ago is that, well, one, the need to remake the color map means that most of the colors on here I'm no longer using, and I'm using a different set. And two, the set that I'm now leaning into is one that reflects a very different shift in my choices of colors compared to my other paints like acrylics and watercolors. And that is that my oil colors are a lot more earth-centric, rather than more of a high chroma set. In thinking about this little shift in my choice of colors, specifically for this media, I've found that this is actually just a unique thought, and I figured I'd share it with you guys too. And it's that just because you're jumping between media doesn't mean you necessarily have to use the exact same colors you use in that other media. And looking around my studio, I'm like, I think I've made that mistake for myself over the years, like expecting to use basically the same colors when I jump to a new media. And while that is a nice familiar thing to do, jump to a new media, pick the colors you do know, those might not be the colors you specifically need for that media and how you specifically work with it. As I just mentioned, and if you guys have seen my videos before, my acrylic colors are very bright, vibrant, high saturated, high pigment colors, and I utilize those saturated high chroma colors in my paintings very specifically. However, when I'm working with oils, I'm finding myself leaning towards a lot of sort of different browns. So I have a bunch of sort of convenient browns that exist somewhere between reds and yellows, and I'm finding that I don't want the high chromas for those. What I want is basically 3 high chroma primaries, maybe 4, and then I can just use those to tweak those earth tones in a little bit of a different direction. This is in many ways a more traditional realist kind of approach to choosing colors, but I just find in working on rebuilding this color map and moving away from, again, this higher chroma thing, so a lot of these reds and oranges no longer on my palette, I'm focusing a lot more into this like swing of browns. So by the time I get done with this oil map, or should be a few days, it's going to take me some time, I definitely want to share that with you guys. And that'll probably be on the community tab here on YouTube, as well as on my Instagram. But I really want to share that quick tip with you guys this week, is that just because you're switching from one painting media to another does not mean you have to keep your colors consistent across all of them. In fact, if you let yourself explore a little bit, and explore exactly what that particular medium is good at, I think about watercolors and how certain colors granulate and certain ones don't, letting yourself explore what that individual media is good at can actually not just like force you, but let you explore into a different range of colors that you're not necessarily used to. So that's going to do it for this week's little quick tip. Thanks guys for watching. This has been reminding you to keep on creating, stay inspired, and I will see you guys next time.